Hi, I'm Marilyn San Clemente of Stamp with Marilyn, and welcome to my Creative Playground. Today I'm going to show you how to make one of these really cool triple diamond fold cards. And this one is a 6-inch card, so it's six by 6 inches square, so it would go in a square envelope. And I have decorated this one with the Best Witches stamp set. And when they open up, they open like this, and then they sit like this. So they would actually sit like this, but then you can't see since I'm on recording. So let me show you how to do the cutting and the assembling for these. So we're going to start with a piece of 12 by 12 cardstock, and we're going to first trim off 1/4 of an inch. So we have a piece that is 12 by 11 3/4, and we are going to cut that in half at 6 inches. So you've got two 6-inch pieces that are 6 inches by 11 3/4. And then we're going to score that in half at 5 7/8. So I'm going to move my cutting blade out of the way. 5 7/8, not 4 7/8. I keep doing that. Okay, and then, so what we want to do with this is we want to make 4 even panels. So half of 5 7/8 is 2 15/16. So we can try and score that, or you can simply just fold that back. So 2 15/16 would be just a smidge under 3. Right? No, I didn't do that right. Sorry. 2 15/16. Oh, I did do that wrong. Okay, got it. Anyway, there we go. So 2 15/16. So now we've got these 4 pieces, and we're going to fold this all in towards the middle, like we're doing a gatefold card. And actually, it won't matter that we were a little bit off on that one. And now we're going to do this piece. So we're going to score it in half at 5 7/8. And then we're going to score at 2 15/16. And 2 15/16. Okay, I'm going to set this aside for a minute. So we're going to fold this in, we're going to fold this in, and we're going to fold this one in. So we've got 2 gatefold patterns. Okay, and I'm not sure what happened. Oh, this one got scored crooked. Okay, so let me fix this one for a second. See, everybody makes mistakes, including me. Okay. There we go. There. Okay. Now what we're going to do is open this up, and we're going to measure halfway. So this is 6 inches across, so we want 3 inches. And there's my pencil. I knew I had one. So we're going to measure 3 inches. And we're going to mark that, and then we're going to mark this right here, that fold. And same thing here. Now, what we're going to do is this is where we're going to make that diamond part. So if you are comfortable cutting diagonal on your cutter, we can do that. If you're not comfortable cutting diagonal on your cutter, then I would suggest using scissors, drawing a line and using scissors. So you're gonna so we're gonna work from that first score line to the center. So it's going to look like this. go. And we're going to mark this one. And I would suggest using a pencil, since then you can erase. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to fold these in. And I'm just going to crease these one more time here. And so then it's a series of squares that we're going to put on an angle to make the diamonds. So this is the 6-inch piece. And so these squares are 4 inches. So we're going to cut our first square at 3 7/8. So we need 3 squares that are 3 7/8, and we're going to line this up. So these 2 pieces go back to back, and they actually are not adhered together. The square is what's going to hold them together. So I'm going to add some adhesive to this. And I'm just using my regular seal, and then I'm going to stand up because that is much easier. And we're going to line that point, line the bottom up point there. Oops. The bottom point there. There we go. And we have our first diamond. So now you would put your second piece on, and this piece is 3 5/8 square. So this one is 3 7/8 square, this one is 3 5/8 square. And if you want to do a piece of designer paper, the designer paper is 3 3/8 square. So you're going down 1/4 of an inch on each one. And I just realized, so that's a really good lesson right there. This is crooked because we're making this a diamond, and I cut these as squares. So what you want to do is you want to use, I would cut a piece of cardstock, and when you're cutting these, I would cut like this. I would cut around this so that you have your pattern going straight. And I hope that makes sense. But for now, we'll live with this because this is just my demonstration to show you. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to put our pieces together here. So this is the, I think I need to change my blade. So this is the 3 7/8 inch square. I'm adding the 3 5/8 inch square to it. And I'm adding the piece of designer paper. And since this is just my sample and I'm just showing you how to put this all together, I'm not too worried about that because I won't be using this for anything. In fact, this will be my demonstration of what not to do. So the major thing here is to line up these points, okay? And when you're working on these ends, you also don't want to put the glue, and now I have it upside down. You don't want to put the glue all the way on the piece because half of the piece is going to be here. So, okay, so let's do that again. So we have our 3 7/8 inch piece, and then we have our 3 5/8 inch, and then we have our 3 3/3 inch. Okay, and as I mentioned before, we're going to just put adhesive on one side. Okay, so that is this piece. This particular card, when it folds up, as I mentioned, is 6 by 6, so it's going to fold like this. And so these pieces are 6 inches by 3 inches. So we want to cut inside pieces here to 5 3/4 by 2 3/4. And I have cut a few pieces. And where did I put those? Here they are. Okay, so I've got this orange piece, this orange plaid. I've got this really pretty fall design, and then the same for the front. So I'll put those on the front. And now we have our card base. So all you need to do now is, oops, put these on straight. I missed a curve there. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, and then we're going to fold it up. And we have 2 more pieces to put out here. And here's our pretty fall design. Okay, so next I will be right back, and we will make the 5-inch square, and I'll show you how to put that together. So I will see you in a few.